Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Roll for Immersion. I know I have to fix my cameras. I'm going to be fixing that in just 1 second. But while we are waiting for that, I want to thank you guys for hanging out in the stream and hanging out here. There we go. Everything has been fixed. We don't have a Echo. We don't have a Edward today or a Johnny. Johnny is MIA. We know what's happening, but we don't need to say what's going on. He's just kind of. I'm sure he's still asleep, but that's okay. He probably needs the rest. And Robert and Edward is at work, so hopefully he has a good day at work today. We will be continuing those still. I will be playing their characters. And yeah, so with that, I am Neil on Immersion Diversion here. We're playing Pokemon Tabletop United campaign role as a Pokemon Space Odyssey. PTU is just the rule set we're using for this game. It is a free to use core rulebook that fans of the game have made. And it's free to download. You can follow this here. PTU, I believe that works. Yeah. So if you'd like to see the rules, if you'd like to play a game yourself with your friends, you can follow that link there and you can just download it. It's free to download. Anything past Gen 8, so I think Gen 9 is the only one that wasn't made by the fans, but a new fan made their own version to kind of go with it. It's just not in the Google Docs for the character sheet. So yeah. How the heck do you think I made like some of the Gen 9 characters? I think I made some characters in there. Oh yeah, I did. I had you guys fight the Bombarders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Point in
And
time.
Orthworm.
You never caught it. And Orthworm, yes. So we were playing on Fantasy Grounds. It is our VTT of choice. I just like using it because it's the dice rolling, the initiative tracker, the combat sheet, stuff like that. It's all easy for us to make. We use it for maps. We use it for. I'm looking around quick. Oh, my tables and stuff like that I need for rolling on those to find out what I need. Any notes that I take from there, I can just find it immediately in there and stuff. Basically, I can just copy pasted a bunch of text from the core rulebook and put it in Fantasy Grounds, so we can easily find it without needing to look up what you may need to point out, Sean, that the error means date. Oh yeah, he knows. He's wait, Sean, were you able to connect then? Because it says you disconnect, connect, and disconnect. You might need to re-update to fix that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like I said,
It
if
wasn't
it doesn't work
highlighted.
for him, I will be doing his rolls for him. We've talked about that before, so it's all good. But yeah, so we're using that for Fantasy Grounds. All the music you'll be hearing in here is supplied by the Zame, Sanity, Blitzit, Glitch City, and Galax. I like to name some others if I haven't used them yet, just in case I do name them in the future. They all let their music be used for free by everyone on the public. So thank you guys. Oh, it's all public domain. That's what it is, or royalty free and stuff like that. But yes, thank you guys so much for letting us use your music that you make. It is very much appreciated, and you guys are awesome. And we will be playing all that music on Sirenscape. It's a online sound player where you can upload your own music, as I have with this song. This is a Cyrus theme with the Apollo music sound to it. The Apollo space. What was that? It was the moon landing thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we're doing with this. This song was made by the Zame when they announced. I think that's when they were launching the James Space Web or whatever, James Webb Space thing. I forgot what that big one that they sent up was with the gold plating. Anyway, yeah. So without further ado, Like I said, Adolfin and Henry are not here today. So to make it a little quicker for today's game, I will not be introducing their characters as they were not here. So let's go ahead and start with Robert and Gizmo.
Yeah, Robert is a species called an animus. They're they look like Pokemon, but they are they're humanoid Pokemon basically. Um, without some features, like he doesn't have a tail or anything like that.
You could say they're the Egyptian animus. That's
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not hiding the fact that I'm using races that exist from other games and other media. So
True. And actually, maybe the Egyptians got the idea from the that's actually maybe possibly one reason why Robert is actually absolutely obsessed with her. So actually, that's a character trait that's really but yeah, Robert is an animus from a planet that is basically constantly at war with the other half of it, and he eventually absolutely hated that life, so moved on and left the planet and became a professor. Um, professor mostly of history, um, and like ancient artifacts and stuff. And his class pet was Q-Fetch, that he revived from revived from a fossil, and now he's on sabbatical. Well, he says that it's sabbatical, but actually he got fired.
yeah.
We don't have to talk about that.
All right. And with today, since we have a little extra time, since we're not explaining two of the characters, I am gonna throw in, and I will get to you, Echo, but I'm gonna ask you the same question when it comes to, or I might ask you a different question. Robert, what is Robert and Gizmo's favorite pastime? Like when you're not studying or something, because that's like...
Oh, okay. Because I'll say Robert loves to read, especially if it's like in front of the...
Well, that can be a thing too, yeah. It's not studying, but I mean, reading is just reading, so...
True. But he also just enjoys the company of his Pokemon, so any opportunity he has to just relax with them, he really, really likes. Like, he even kind of taught Q-Fetched how to play baseball, and Q-Fetched is apparently Gizmo is really darn good at it.
Yeah. It seems like Gizmo really likes to be a sportsman. Like, he's really athletic and, like, wants sportsy stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. Alright, and last but not least, we've got Echo and Navi.
What's up?
Hello, River. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing lovely. I got myself a nap earlier in the morning, so I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Alright. Tell us about Echo and Navi, please.
Echo and Navi. Echo is an android hailing from some place called that steel planet or whatever, but Phenopia is where she's originally at. They originally at. I'm not playing Illyria. Get that mind out. God damn it. And Navi is a very special type of route, a ghost fairy type who follows around Echo because, well, they want to help with Echo's emotions and whatnot.
Yeah. We can't forget that Navi's actually not a Ralts anymore.
Oh, yeah, she's Aurelia.
Yeah.
I forgot.
She's gotten taller.
Yeah. I forgot.
Ooh. Alright, and my question to Echo is... what is Echo and Navi's favorite food / what is Echo's favorite food to make if he hasn't made it for the group yet. Or they.
I have not gone into many cooking scenes for Echo. In terms of Nami's favorite food, it has got.
So I remember you're a cook. Sorry, what?
Yeah. Echo is a chef, but I have not really gone into too much
Yeah.
of food scenes. I'll probably figure something out. But for Navi, however, anything sweet.
Anything sweet. So she's a dessert girl.
Pretty much.
Ooh. Okay, awesome. I was gonna say, do you have anything? Does Navi have any specific sweet in mind, or?
Any sweets will make her happy.
Ooh, that's awesome. All right, and as for, I won't get into backstory as much, but I'll say their characters a little bit. Adolfin is an elf from Zyzipso, and his partner is Luthu, the psychic type Zigzagoon. I think psychic normal Zigzagoon, yeah. And Henry is a human from Zorokoro, with Ted Wardo being his Teddy Ursa that he also got from Zorokoro. Yeah. So, with that, everybody has made their own Hero Forge minis, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of their pictures. I love them all, and so I love being able to put them in the making of the border. I don't know how to do the border thing in Hero Forge, because I think Michael does it where you can just, it's already like part of them is popping out of the picture in it. But the way I did it was I just overlaid the back one with them, without them, and with them in it, and I just kind of erased parts, so it kind of worked out. But yes, so I gotta thank Hero Forge. They're not sponsoring us, but I like to talk about them anyway because they are awesome. And I hope to be getting some of their statuettes pretty soon, so that'll be kind of cool. Last but not least, I gotta thank you guys in chat. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us while we do this, while we play this story, roleplay this story. As you hang out with us, you earn channel points that can be used to give options to help the players out. For instance, you can give them rerolls with, like, it has to happen on the last reroll they did, and within a certain amount of time. But it can help them reroll stuff. It can give them bonuses to their capture rolls. You can heal you can heal one of their Pokemon or themselves to full health, which would then also restore all their scenes, dailies, anything that they have, kind of like that. And you can also donate a magic box item, which is usually something from the core rulebook store. But sometimes we make something also in that, depending on how I'm feeling or something. But when we do the magic box, when you redeem it, you have to say who you wish to give it to. Otherwise, if no one has said anything, then I'm going to roll D4 on the spot, because otherwise I'm going to forget who gets it. Because that's happened before. So, you can also donate monetary value rewards. Also, when you subscribe, you earn I think it's like 0.5 extra channel points. So you can, get some extra channel points if you wish for that as well. But yes, you can donate a channel, or you can donate a monetary reward if you'd like to. If you do, and you wish to donate a lot, donate generously, but donate responsibly. I want to make sure you're still good, in taking care of your life. So, but if you wish to help us out, all the donations get split among the players as best as we can. And yeah. But you can, for $1, you can donate a consumable item, which are stuff like potions. It just depends on, we like potions, super potions. Probably not like hyper potions, because they're pretty good and stuff like that. But lower tiered stuff, they would probably get a good amount of, like 5 of each or something for $1. Pokeballs would be considered consumable also. Basically stuff that's a one-time use that would break after using. So potions would get used up and heal you, and then they just run out of their potion use. So for $5 you can donate a hero point, or Jinx Point. In this case, we're calling them Pokeballs and Master Balls, as you can see below Robert and Gizmo. Robert has a Pokeball, which lets him re-roll any D20 roll he wishes. He can also use it to make his Pokemon stay at 1 HP or himself at 1 HP if he were to fall unconscious, or if he wishes to use it on a wild Pokemon and keep them at 1 HP as per turning the move into False Swipe. But it still is the same move, and in which case he gets a bonus to capturing the Pokemon. I can use my Master Ball to counteract his Pokeball, or do essentially the same stuff. I could keep my guys at 1 HP. I know I've seen Michael use a Jinx Point to do that once, but most of the time I will not be doing that. But I can counteract his, and I can make my guys reroll also. For $10, you can donate a Plot Twist, Flashback card, or Hero card. Those are a card that it changes the scope of the encounter for the session. And flashback cards are basically the same thing, except it might remind a player something from their past that they didn't remember, or at least it's something that the player wouldn't remember, but the character would know because it was now the flashback that they remembered it. But it could help them. Maybe they forgot they had an item with them that they got, and then they get an item or something. Just kind of depends. But the hero card is a one-time use power that they can use if it translates well into the tabletop. Otherwise, they can use it as a free 4th hero Pokeball. For $15, you can donate a GS Ball, which Echo and Henry have down below them. A GS Ball is a crit token. It's an automatic 20, an automatic critical hit, and it does exactly what it means to do. But they can also use it on their Pokeball capture throw, which will do a capture crit, which normally gives a +10, but if they use that, I will give a +20 on it. For $20, you can donate a random encounter. This is usually a really big single boss that if they manage to defeat it, I'm going to say that if they manage to defeat it, they will get an item. If it's specifically if it's an item that the Pokemon in the game would have as a held item in the wild, I would have to look that up and see. But if not, I would give it an item that it would be holding on to. But then if it's something that helps it out, it would also be able to use that item during the fight. For $25, you can buff a creature, buff a Pokemon, basically giving it either more levels, a new move it has, a typing that would help it survive the party a little better. Basically making a tough fight a tougher fight. $30, you can donate a magic item or a legendary encounter. Legendary encounter would be that a random legendary Pokemon that makes sense, I guess, for the area to be in to show up. And if they can beat it, they will have a chance to catch the Pokemon because it is technically a wild legendary encounter. But if they do manage to defeat it, they will get an item of equal rarity of a legendary item of some sort. Or you can donate a magic item, which is a item we create to the group. Once again, you'd have to specify who gets it, otherwise I'll roll a d4 for who gets it, but it's a special created item that made by me, and potentially you guys in chat if you wish them to have a specific item of some kind. That would be kind of cool, in which case they will get that item and it will be theirs. But yes, and then we have one last one to announce. It's called the Unknown Mysteries. It's the secret menu item, but we call it Unknown Mysteries because it's Pokemon, and I like that name. But for $50, today's secret menu item. There's an item that doesn't exist in Pokemon Tabletop, but it exists in the game. If it existed in the Pokemon Tabletop, it would immensely help the players be able to fine-tune the Pokemon that they caught from the wild a lot better. So, for today's secret menu item, they will each get they will for the amount of players in the group, not specifically just Sean and River, but since there's 4 players, they will obtain 4 ability capsules. Which an ability capsule is an item that when you use it on a Pokemon, it changes out in the game, because Pokemon only get 1 ability, it changes out their ability and swaps it for the second ability that they get. In Pokemon Tabletop, there's multiple choices to get. Starting at level 1, when you get it, you get to pick any of the basic ones as a starter. If it's a wild Pokemon, it's randomized, so that's kind of why you never know what you're going to get. As for catching a wild Pokemon, at level 1, from 1 to 19, you get they have the basic abilities. Once a Pokemon is caught, if it levels up to 20, then the player gets to choose between the basics but also the advanced abilities, depending on if they have multiple advanced ones or not. And once they hit level 40, they get to choose between the basics, the advanced, and the high. So they could choose the single high ability it has, or if they don't like the high ability and then they want it to have a second advanced ability, they can choose from that too. With the ability capsules, they will be able to change any Pokemon on their team. When they feed it to a Pokemon, they can pick which ability they wish to change an ability for. So they get to pick the ability they change and change it to one they wish it to have. And in addition to the secret menu item, if they manage to defeat this guy today, it will also be multiplied by the amount of stages it has, if they can beat it. Like the thing that they defeat will drop these capsules also. And that is today's secret menu item. So, without further ado, shall we get started, you guys?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and also, last thing, thank you, School for the gift subscription. Also, with subscribers, new subscriptions and not gift subscriptions, but resubs. Pokemon in the wild, usually you get turned into a shiny Pokemon, so they will be changed as per like a creature buff kind of rules. Like they won't get levels from it, but they will get stuff like new typings, new moves, stuff like that, based on what a shiny rules do in the game. So if you subscribe or resub, shiny Pokemon. So far we are up to 10. So the next 10 wild Pokemon will be shinies.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And just as a heads up to the players, pretty soon I will just be probably just throwing wild Pokemon at you because I need that to happen. Yeah. Alright, anyway, now we can start. Sorry. Last time on the Pokemon Space Odyssey, the group has had a troublesome encounter with the crystal that they met before. Essentially finding themselves being pulled towards it, while this big white dome has appeared and they had walked into it. Echo, feeling the effects of this as they got nearer, as they were flying the ship also, the group started feeling the ship kind of swaying. Echo being sort of tied to the ghost types of this planet has been, as the closer they got, were getting a little bit sicker and sicker. So the party had sent Echo with the ship back to the tower to go check on Lamprine, as Echo has been wanting to check up on them anyway. The players managed to shut off the light as Adelphin started becoming engulfed with light, being killed from the inside out from a burning magnesium, but then suddenly gaining a symbiote suit, and Henry heading off in a different direction, accidentally opening or placing a crystal. Well, you guys didn't hear about this part, but I will say that Henry one of the crystal Henry had, he placed one of those crystals on a pedestal and summoned a creature now fighting the party. But we're gonna pull away a sec. We're gonna go start with Echo. So let me find the music quick.
It's me.
It's
What's up?
you. Where's my music?
Also, I may or may not accidentally poked my toe with a pocket knife. By accident.
Ow. Okay. Ouch.
I'm okay. It's a little poke.
Oh, it's a little poke. Okay.
Yeah, a little poke. Nothing too serious, but yeah.
School, yeah, we are at 10 shinies for that. I have been keeping track now, so all good.
Yep.
Yes. So, Echo.
Yo, it's me. What's up?
Might turn this down a little bit.
Oh, spooky music. Oh, boy.
Squeaky. You have been feeling a little woozy. Like, being in the area with the light, you can see as you kind of took off, flying towards the, ship. When you guys were flying towards the crystal at first, you were feeling queasy. Robert, Adolphin, Henry, and Kate decided to have you land early so that you guys could figure out what was going on.
Right.
We remembered you were talking about Lamprey kind of getting cut off, and you wanted to go check up on her. Correct, right?
Yes, if I remember correctly, you screamed and the mic cut out.
Yeah. So, you had mentioned to them that you were feeling good, and Raltz almost seemed, or Curlia almost seemed to have some sort of, almost like kind of like a fever, like the fever effect happening. So, you took the time to put Curlia back in the ball. So Curlia is now out of the ball, or inside your ball right now. Or sorry, Navi is in your ball.
Right.
And you took the ship on your own and flew it back to the tower, Lamprian's tower. As you get further and further away from the dome, as you can see how big this dome is. Like, you know how big the crater is? I said it was like 100 meters across. It's miles, or even more than meters, I guess. It's like miles. I think I said 100 miles. I don't know. It took them a while. It took them like a couple of hours or something to get in. So you flying the ship didn't take that long at all. But you could see this thing. It's taking up like almost 3/4 of the crater. But it's from your standing, facing the abyss crater. It's kind of southeast of the eye. Like if you know, like the eye socket, it'd be like, if I was looking this way, it'd be like right on, like almost to the edge of the dome goes to where the bridge of the nose would be, kind of thing. But yes, you find yourself dropping the ship and landing, no longer nauseous. But that was definitely a weird feeling for you because you've never felt anything like that before. And now you have landed, and the scene is yours.
Yeah, especially as a robot, yeah.
Robot. Well,
Are they?
yeah, artificial human, what would you say? Because androids are meant to be human, but with robotic characteristics.
True.
So what do you do?
All right. Echo immediately, since Lamprey did that little
Yeah.
immediately Echo would very quickly, turning off the ship, doing everything, down to the T as fast as possible while frantic.
Yeah.
And immediately heads out the ship.
Okay.
Towards the tower, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. As you exit the ship, Um, yeah, you're heading towards the tower. You see this big, tall, red, bright, like almost like a burgundy red tower, and you notice that you've seen tapestry and like carpet. Well, not carpet, but like almost like I think it's tapestry. It'd be like curtains and stuff. On the outside of this place, kind of representing Lamperine's dominance over this place. The curtains actually. You know what? Make me an occult education check.
Alright, I'm going to use my ancient wisdom, of course, of course. Yep, alright. Give me a moment.
Yep, okay.
Ancient wisdom. What is my occult? It is adept, and I get 2 extra d6.
Nice.
Ancient wisdom.
Okay.
Not that great.
That's not bad. Yeah, looking at these as you're running towards the doors, you can definitely tell they look a bit... The feeling of loss of energy has, you know, because you've been able to, every time you've been here, you've noticed that these curtains have the energy of Lamperine go through them, because she kind of has her threads go through them as well across the land. They seem almost like they're not dead, if you know what I mean. Like when a flower is wilted, it's not quite dead. It's just it just feels depressed.
Right.
So it's like there's still energy in it, but not the vibrant color that you've seen before. These almost look like clothing that's been sitting out in the sun too long.
Right.
And they lost their color, yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I assume that echo means to echo. That means that something is really wrong.
Oh,
Of
yes.
course.
Yeah.
Still frantic, because the one that raised her pretty much is not doing too great. So immediately, like, going up to the doors, grab onto it, and then flings it open.
It's a little tough because you know these doors are fairly heavy. And even with the first time you opened it, it was very difficult. But every time after it, it was a little easier because Lamperine would be able to help out using her threads. You feel that heaviness again, as there's nothing helping you this time.
I gotta make an athletics check, don't I?
No, I was gonna say you don't. It's just taking you a little bit longer than you would hope. Because of you being in a rush, you're like, pulling at the doors and being frantic at pulling at them. But you managed to get a crack open, and as soon as you get them far enough open without flinging them all the way open, you squeeze and you manage to make it inside.
Right.
But the doors do not close behind you.
Right. Oh yeah, it normally closes whenever Echo enters in.
Mm-hmm.
Like looking back and looks around, like immediately goes towards the stage or whatever it was.
Kind of the apex ziggurat.
Yeah.
Or like the center of the room, yeah. Because I guess it more looks like a traditional, was it Chinese or Japanese for the playmat? Not playmat, but the tack mats? I don't remember. It's the
Oh, I mean tatami?
Yeah, like tatami mats, but they're actual carpets.
Yeah, that's like a... Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a tatami mat, then that's maybe Japanese.
Yeah, there is a bit of a stairway to get up. It's not like a super big tall one, but you're able to get up there and you go into the center of the room. And you get there. What do you do?
Do I immediately see Hatterene or Lamprey? Sorry.
Make me a perception check.
Perception. What is my perception? I think it's novice. No, it's adept. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, that's.
That's fine. It was only 3d6, and I know adept is 4.
There we go. 13.
You do not see Lamprey anywhere.
Echo's even more frantic now before, and begins searching around.
Okay. What would an investigation be in this case? Actually,
I think just I think it's either perception.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? In this case, I would say you can do either perception, intuition, or... Oh, you know what? Actually, no. This actually makes more sense. Because perception is just kind of looking around to see. I'd say focus you could use in this case.
Okay, well, thank you. Focus. You know,
Focus would be like actually focusing to look for something.
Yeah.
18. Okay. You have...
I don't like how I'm rolling a lot of ones this session already.
You have a 100% certainty now that Lamprey is not here.
Is there any other place Lamprey could be in?
You do know that before she screamed, she told you that she was going to check out what the light was. So you can maybe assume that she might have gone outside.
Okay, outside, Echo goes.
Okay.
Any trail, anything of the sort?
And you're looking for a trail, so that would be survival.
I got 2d6, but I bet I'm gonna roll ones. I
You rolled double 3, so you get another 3, so that's a 9. That's a rule I added from before, that unless you roll double ones for like a crit fail, or if you roll all the dice as the same number, because it's easier to get high rolls with more dice, but with low dice it's an easier time to get doubles.
Right.
So
right.
you roll the 2 3s to get a 6, so that's essentially crit, but it's not going to add a 6. It's just going to add the additional 3, so it gives you a 9.
Right.
You do not find any strings or any thing that might show that Lamprey has gone outside. At least from here.
Okay.
You do recall, I will say though, with the focus, I'll keep that focus check from before though. You do recall though that you could feel the energy still from when you ran inside. So maybe you can track her via her energy.
Okay, I could do that. Yeah. All right. Occult, I'm assuming.
Yep. I'll have an occult roll.
Yeah. I gotta use ancient wisdom, of course. Yes, 6. Right? Yes. 6.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, okay.
29. God damn. Okay.
You managed to, when you run outside, because you know how well Lamprey almost kind of flows around like how a spider kind of uses itself as a kite to fly from place to place. Lamprey can do that as well. You see very thin, but your pristine occult skills manage to see the light, even though there shouldn't be any light. It's the light created from the dome shining on it. You see a thin white shining light that's kind of heading more towards the light, but it almost heads towards the ground of the crater, but not in the light, kind of before the light. So if you wish to follow that, you can.
Yeah, I'm definitely following.
Okay.
Because Echo's not happy about this one bit.
Echo, as you get closer, I need you to make a focus check.
Oh, yes. Okay, I got you, home slice. Have a
Okay.
19.
You, as you start getting closer, you start to feel the effect of what you were what you were feeling before. You start getting a little nauseous, but you manage to push past it, and you kind of swallow it down. You don't actually get anything out. It's just you feel the nauseous feeling coming up, but you manage to push it down, and it goes away. After about 30 minutes, following this line, I just need one more focus check.
Focus? Okay.
Nice. Once again, the feeling of nausea and slight headache comes to your effect. You've never felt a headache before, and also you've never felt nausea. That's now speaking of it. But your robotic senses manage to push it away, and you remember that, oh yeah, this is stuff I shouldn't be feeling. And then you shove that feeling away for a bit. And yes, you, after I will say, now it has been an hour. You don't have to make another roll, but following the thread, you see something lying on the ground. At the end of the thread.
Investigation.
Okay, roll me a focus for that then, because I forgot I said we were doing focus for investigating. You investigate as you're following this line, as you're getting closer, because it's actually not that hard since you're just following the line. You realize that laying on the ground there is lamprey.
Oh man, immediately Echo runs up to Lamprey's side and quickly say, Lamprey, are you okay? Lamprey.
You see her laying there on the ground. She looks in pain. She looks that nauseous feeling that you were feeling before, the headache. She is physically representing pain right now. Like she's shrugging her eyebrows and she's kind of shaking her head. It almost looks like she's having a nightmare. She's like, but she can't speak. The flame inside of her lamp that she always holds, that's just always been attached to her, like kind of like when you sew fabric into metal, you know, that kind of look. Because her lantern is always at the end of her little hat scarf, the hat tassel. Kind of like how when a Charizard's tail gets dimmer, her lamp is pretty dim.
Echo's not. What is Echo's? Of course. Athletics 1d6. Echo immediately pulls out Golets, obsidian, if one remembers.
Pew. Roll it. Roll it.
Obsidian, we need to save. Save. We need to get Lamprey out of the light. Can you pick her up?
Really quick, can you make Gullet a focus check?
Oh, focus. What is?
Oh, yeah.
What's focus? Oh, focus is.
Actually, what typing is your Gullet?
A ghost ground.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
focus check. Golett, Obsidian, kind of the light that he gives off on the parts of his runes of his stone body almost seem to be flickering, but with a bit of struggle, he manages to scoop up Lamprey, but he's gonna be moving pretty slow, moving back. or wherever you want him to move. It'll be considered like a difficult, so half movement.
So it'll be a 2 or a 3. So
Yeah.
yeah. Echo's going to take her time, pretty much. Take their time. I'm not playing Illyria again.
Yeah.
I'm already done with Illyria. Bring it. Shut off. Yeah. They would take their time, essentially.
Okay.
Making sure making sure at least like have their back towards the lights as best as possible to not hit on Obsidian and Lamprey, pretty much.
I mean, so can you roll me an occult education?
I'm not going to use Ancient Wisdom on this one. I should have used the Ancient Wisdom on it.
It's fine. You can't really tell what. Like, you can obviously tell the light is causing this uncomfortableness, but you don't know why it's causing it. And you don't know how to stop it.
I meant like,
Yeah.
having the back of the light.
It was more or less to find out, like, the effects of the light.
Okay.
Because as you go to shield Obsidian, even though he's like, what is he, a huge or large? Oh, it's a gullet, not a.
Yeah,
not a
he's not
bigger one.
Golurk. He's
Golurk, yeah.
large. Yeah, he's a medium.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. So you kind of get in behind Golett to help him carry Lamprey. Even though Lamprey is basically like almost like a big, extremely long rug at this moment, is what she kind of looks like. It's Golett is still feeling the same effects from before, and so are you. But you're not feeling the nausea. You're the feeling is there. It's just not affecting you like you think it should be. But it still seems like it's affecting Golett or Obsidian and Lamprey all the same.
I wish Golett was a Golurk. I gotta wait until level 40 or 35.
All right. After about half an hour walk back, can you roll me a focus check for you and Golett?
Yeah, of course. This is for Echo. 25.
Actually, this would take a bit longer. So, to get to the halfway mark for this point, this would have been an hour.
Okay.
Sorry. Nice. So that was Echo, and that was the Obsidian.
Obsidian has a +2 to his focus check.
Nice. Okay. So yeah. So after about an hour, you manage to feel that that uneasiness come back, but once again you push it back, and Golett, you can see the light coming back. It's dim, but it's no longer flashing like it was before, and he's moving at regular speed again.
Gotcha. Just keep moving.
Okay. Once you get to the outer, after a half an hour, you won't have to make the check again because now you're back to the outer rim. But at this point, you see, you stop feeling the effects of it entirely. In fact, the brightness that was around you, creating all the light, goes away.
So I'm assuming the light has a radius, pretty much.
Do you look towards the light?
Briefly.
Okay. So what you see is this dome of light essentially start to shrink, and then because it's so far away, it just looks like a star in the sky. But it's on the ground. You remember that that's the spot where the crystal was, where you guys were before. So you think maybe your friends have done something about it. But now Lamprey starts going, like she starts making noise, like she's coming back to her senses.
Lamprey. Medicine check.
All right, roll a medicine check. Education.
Medicine education. It's a novice, but I'm thinking about bumping it up a bit.
Nice.
Eventually. Oh,
All right.
shit.
You don't know if
Have I,
huh?
I rolled a 5. Okay.
Yeah. You don't know if she's better or not, but you know you're no longer feeling that uneasiness. So you think maybe she's feeling that same non-uneasiness anymore. But her energy is definitely still drained. That's a given
Can I
by
make
how she looks. Yep.
Okay. Due to this, like, can I make another occult education to determine what the hell is going on with that light?
Yeah, if you wish to make another check, even though you're not feeling the effects, you still remember the effects.
Yes.
Yes, make me an occult education.
This time I'm gonna do another ancient wisdom, because, Echo's not... Echo's going all out. That's a lot of ones I do not like.
That's fine. I'll say you got high enough. The light was somehow, even though light doesn't normally do this, because you're always saying you stood on a planet with light. You know, you were on Gilead and it had light pretty much all the time. There was a day-night cycle, but you've been out in the light and haven't been affected by this. This light had some sort of occultiness to it, and it was definitely affecting your ghost type part of you. And because Lamparine is actually a ghost type, it was definitely affecting her. Like, because of the amount of energy she had, it was almost essentially burning her. If you would have gotten any closer, you probably would have started taking some damage from the light. But Lamprine getting as close as she did with the amount of ghost energy she has, she was basically knocked out when the light happened that quick.
Okay, what do I have?
But she is basically at 1 HP right now.
1 HP, yeah, okay, yeah, Echo's not having that. Potion it up.
Alright. Let me go find my sheet quick. Oops. Because now I gotta say stuff. One moment.
So I kind of forgot that, at the end of the day, she's still a Pokemon.
Yeah. I'm gonna say she took, because it was all that damage at once, I'm gonna say she has 4 injuries on her.
Yeah, I'm bandaging it up as well.
Yep, okay, so 20 HP.
20 HP.
Oops.
And
sorry,
because I'm taking I'm taking a extended action.
Extended action is, I think, like almost like a long rest, so 8 hours kind of stuff. I think, Rayshon.
I thought bandages are quick.
No, extended action is like an extended period of time.
Oh,
I forgot how long of a period that is.
Yeah. It
Because
does feel like it would be like a very long period of like, because I know that like with bandages, you know, like it says like extended rests heal this many wounds, but normally just like taking an hour break just without the bandage, I think heals like 1 wound or 1 injury kind of thing. But I know
it lasts for like 6 hours, and it doubles
like
for
ritual
natural.
casting, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess.
And it restores like 1/8 of their HP per half hour, pretty much. And it immediately heals 1 injury if they remain in place for the duration.
Well, I'll say you could definitely bandage her up. It'll definitely heal her over time. She's not going to be moving for quite a while, but you know, you can definitely bandage her up to heal her back up.
Yeah,
because it takes a little bit longer to naturally heal wounds for a wild Pokemon than it would be to bring them to a Pokemon Center. And, you know, you do remember that there was a Pokemon Center in the town before, but getting there by walking would be quite a long time. But you could probably get her to the ship and fly to that city. But it would probably also take you a long time because it was in the graveyard section of the Epiphomia, which was like 2 or 3 hours away by flight.
Let me check my notes, because I think we have a med bay.
In the ship? Yes, you do. I think you... Oh, yeah, because you're the ones with the notes of the ship.
Yeah.
By the way, you should share them with Sean after the game, because...
Yeah, I kind of keep forgetting what we have.
Yeah.
I forgot, what weapon do you guys have on the ship?
A rail gun.
What Pokemon
Yeah,
did I say was
It
tied
was like
with it?
Energy Ball, I think? Or...
It's like one of the steel type moves.
Yeah. Did I say Flash
like
Cannon,
steel-
or...
Yes!
Okay.
It was either flash cannon or something else.
Yeah. I'll be fine with Flash Cannon for now. It's an early, not super powerful move, but you could probably upgrade the Rail Cannon into something like Steel Beam or something.
Okay.
But right now it's just Flash Cannon, yeah.
Yeah. So it has the following: hydroponics, a Pokemon PC, a railgun, a shield generator, autopilot, and medbay with capabilities of healing both humanoids and Pokemon.
Okay, nice. Alright, so...
Yeah, it's basically a Pokemon Center in the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah, like a
So yeah,
small
if you-
Pokemon Center.
If you wish, after bandaging up Lanterine, you could bring her to the ship if you'd like.
Yeah, that's what Echo's going to do, because Echo's going to do everything to
Okay.
help a helpful one that essentially raised
Yeah.
raised him.
So yeah,
Also,
Obsidian-
my camera is a little funky.
That's fine. It's because my phone was trying to reconnect to Zoom and it didn't add the pin back, so there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, my bad. It reconnected my phone and it just forgot to hit. I needed to pin it back up. So, as you have Obsidian carry a Lamprine back to your ship, it is a little difficult to get her on because she is definitely bigger than the entrance, but you turn her on the side and almost kind of gently bring her in like bringing in carpet, like rolled up carpet. And you get her to the med bay, and you can definitely heal her. She doesn't heal. No, she does heal all this stuff because it heals all the injuries too. So that's fine. So she heals all the injuries. Whoops. And she's back to full HP. There we go. Okay. She is still, however, in the recovering process, so she will be just laying there recovering in the med bay for now.
Yeah, it makes sense that she'd be out of it for a while after something like that.
After a bit of waiting for Lamprine to come back, you start hearing footsteps, like, really quickly coming from outside of the ship. They're like, they're just just footsteps coming right towards the ship. It's what it sounds like.
Immediately Echo gets into the mainframe of the ship, and
Okay.
the door where it is. I would assume that along with like a handprint pad and like a keypad, there's like a little camera you could look out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Echo's going to look out.
Actually, I don't know if you got a camera for that kind of spot. You have cameras, but like you never really. Or no, you wouldn't actually have a camera. You just have the outlook of the front.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have a window to look forward, but you don't have cameras. So.
Oh, it's like a security system.
Yeah.
Like random shit. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I'll be investing in that next time we stop by.
Yeah, that's that could be very important.
Yeah.
Immediately Echo gets up and walks to the airlock and just opens it to see who it is.
Um, as you open the airlock and the door and the essentially the ramp falls down to get stuff in, you see Kate running at full speed towards the ship. She's like, "Oh my God, River!" Or "Oh my God, Echo! Echo! Help!
What is it?
Something's wrong with Adolfin. We need a medic. We need your help. We know you can heal. We know you can bandage. I think, right?"
Yes, I do have some medical knowledge. Give me a moment. Then, Echo immediately goes back in the ship and
She follows after you.
immediately goes into the ship and, GM, would it be wise to leave Lamprey in the tower?
Um, I'm gonna say it's up to you. Right now, she's healing on your ship. If you take her off the healing, it'll take her a little bit longer to heal up some of those injuries. But yes, she could.
Alright.
You could leave her at the tower, but she might still be in that condition when you get back.
Alright, yeah, then Echo will take Lamprey with, essentially, because
Okay.
she does not like leaving the one who raised her pretty much alone.
So I will say, in order for you to do this, though, you realize, because you have a good enough occult education, but I do also need you to make a I'm pretty sure it's this one. Sorry. Intuition check.
Intuition. What is my intuition? 3d6.
Okay. To get her in the ship, in order, because you managed to close the door before, and it was easy to close the door. But now that Lamprey's in the ship, in order to get her with you, in order to heal her better, while keeping the door shut, you're going to need to disconnect her tethers that are keeping her tied to her little network. Otherwise, she will be, because she doesn't have any conscious right now to extend them or retract them. So essentially, you would be stuck with the threads in the door, essentially keeping you where you are. Like, you could fly up, but it won't let you fly anywhere.
Gotcha. So another question would be, would this harm Lamprey in any way?
No, it's like...
And can she reconnect those threads?
Yeah, it's like it's basically like tying two strings together. But she has a way to re-sew her threads together. You do know this.
Okay.
And even if she couldn't, she could just make more threads. And she could interweave her threads in the old threads, essentially like making a weave pattern, kind of thing. And she could reconnect. It's like making a spider web.
Okay. Yeah, then she'll disconnect the threads, immediately puts them in the tower, puts the threads in the tower, keep them
Well, you
safe.
don't... I was going to say... true, I guess, yeah. So you cut the strings. It is a little tough because of the energy that she emits. It's almost like cutting steel wire. But you've got the... dang it, phone! But you have the... you being an android, you have the tools on you in order to... Like, you use some of your cooking tools as well to cut some of these strings. And then... yeah, you run inside the tower that's still got the doors that are open. You kind of throw them inside and make sure they're in. Do you close the doors?
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes you a little bit of time, but you manage to get the door shut. And then you run back towards the ship?
Yep.
Alright. You get on the ship. Kate says that she can direct you if you wish to. If you're gonna fly the ship to them, she can direct you to where they are.
With how Echo is with flying. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna fly. They gonna fly regardless. So
Okay.
yeah, they would.
Well, you know the direction where the light kind of condensed on still, so, but you don't see that light there anymore. You still know the direction where it came from, so it's easy for you to fly towards it. But you definitely know that you don't see that light, that little star that was there anymore. So.
Right. Yeah. Then I'll have Kate, direct me pretty much.
Okay. No problem.
Now, is she good with directions?
Let's see.
That's the question.
I gotta open her sheet.
Oh boy.
That would be survival then?
Survival, I think.
She's a novice.
Oh.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, I can't even reconnect to the thing. Hang on. Let me try getting my Zoom back on quick. But yeah, she manages to kind of tell you point in the general direction of where the light was, or that she came away from, or where Adolphin and Robert are. All right, no problem, Jen. Have a good day at work. Yeah, and so she kind of points you in the direction. You're still a little bit of ways away. But now you see, let's see. I gotta go to this.
Right.
Where is it? There it is. You start seeing flashes of light, not like, almost like sparks, like steel. Coming from the right side or the left side. You're heading towards where Adolphin and Robert were, but now you see a commotion happening. It's still kind of far away, but you see a commotion happening to the left. Can you make me a perception check?
Where's my perception check again? Yeah, I was right.
Okay, not bad. It's still kind of far away to see, so you don't really see, like, specifically Robert and Adolphin. But you do know that there are some figures down below, and they seem to be fighting something that almost looks like a puppet pig with a spear.
Oh. Okay. That thing is hostile, of course. So, Echo put two to two together, pretty much. What's the range of flash cannon?
Oh god.
Hold on. Don't say anything.
Very good.
Flash.
And it is because it's on the ship. It's going to be, I think it's going to be multiplied, but instead of feet, it's going to be like meters. In this is still like 1 square is 1 meter, or like a square for 5 feet. So I think because it's on the ship, it's still meant to be like space battle range. So I will say you can't shoot it from here, but you can get a little closer and shoot it when you can see him a little better.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
If that's
yes.
what you're planning on doing, yeah, I should have said that. So.
Yeah, I'm going to do that, yeah.
Yep, I don't know, my phone's not doing Zoom, but we can still see you, Echo, so...
Yeah, you only see my disembodied head.
That's fine.
With some of my shoulder.
I think it's just the internet, like, my phone is being really weird connecting to it right now, but... So, maybe School AI tomorrow, but it could be tomorrow, it works a little better too, so... It's just been the internet's been a bit weird lately, so... but not for my computer, surprisingly.
Alright.
It's been fine. So yeah, I will say because it does take a little bit of time to charge this since you're on the planet, in the sense of, you know, like if you were in space, it would just be like an action and to shoot it, because the ships, and you know, if you're in a space combat, things in space would get the same amount of time. But since we're on a thing that's technically happening and you're using the ship, it takes a little bit of time to get it. Now that you're a little bit closer with that roll, you can definitely see Robert, Adolfin, and Henry seem to be fighting. Well, actually, at this point, you don't actually see Echo. Or not Echo. Robert, Adolfin. You do see Henry. You see... because some of them aren't in the cloud. Ooh, okay, TK. So, did you, or TK, yeah, did you want it a +10 or a -10 capture roll? And, Echo, this is for you, by the way. So, mark down that you'll get a +/-. So, I think a minus, no, because minus is what you want. So, do you want it to be helpful to Echo, or do you want it to be, impair Echo a bit?
I want to impair Echo immediately. I'm gonna buff Echo, not debuff.
No. It's up to the player. It's up to the donator.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I have to see who's out. We got, so you see Cosmo, the psychic flying Vulpix out. You see Kate is with you. You see Luthu is out also. A little harder to see Luthu, but Luthu is there. You also see Cupid. Or no, not Cupid. He got returned.
Yeah, because he got bodied on the first attack.
Yeah. Oh, it's Cody. I don't know why Cody's still not. Yeah, nothing like that. Okay. And Cody, the Cynical, is also out.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, there seems to also be a cloud of smoke screen on the ground. But as you get closer, the like you manage to see this thing slide into the ground, and then a bit later it came out of the ground, hit or attempted to hit Robert, missed him, and then Robert hit him with some. I think you punched him with Oris. What was it? Focus blast.
Force blast. Or
Force
blast.
Focus. Yeah, that move. And it seemed to have fallen apart, but it seems to be like jittering and moving. So it seems like it's not down yet. Helpful. Okay, so yeah, so River, mark down somewhere that you have a -10 to your capture roll, because the minus is good in this case, because you want to roll lower than its capture rate. Yeah.
Yep, I am noting that down.
Yep. And then just remember that's where you marked it down, because they can stack if you get multiple instances of it. So.
Yep, I remarked it down. I literally said -10 due to donations.
Nice. Okay. Cool. All right. So the flash cannon is now charged up, and you are able to shoot it from here. You're still quite a distance away, but you can, with your skills, be able to shoot. And so I need you to roll an attack for flash cannon.
Is there any change in terms of damage? The damage base, like the damage dice.
Oh, so there's no stab, because you're just shooting it from a cannon. I will say, like, if you can, like, because of you being an upgrader, I think you're an upgrader, right? Or
Yep.
tech, yeah. You could essentially upgrade weapons to have a slot for items. So if you put if you found like the plates that like you can find that's like steel plate or a bug plate, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
If you put stuff like boosters in those items or in those slots, you could turn them into those types to give them stab then, and essentially making them that type, or they would at least have the type for the stab. But right now, flash cannon does not have stab, and so flash cannon
Also,
is...
certain
I was asking because this is like ship weaponry
Yeah.
that we're talking about.
So it does, yeah.
different weapon qualities also can have
Yeah.
certain effects.
What is your tech education? Because I think this might be the rule, but I could also be wrong about it. But
my tech education is adept +2.
adept +2. So you're gonna add your rank to the damage. You won't add the +2. It's just the rank. So it's
rank.
2d8 +10 plus your rank on tech education.
So it'll be a +4.
+4 on tech education. Yeah. So it'll be a +14 and then roll 2d8.
Do I have to roll to hit?
Yeah. You still need to roll to hit. And this thing has a evasion of 4.
So I need to hit a 6.
Yes.
I have a 19.
Nice.
And
also lower special defense. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's
So
really helpful, really.
So with flash cannon, it's 2d8 +10.
Yep.
Plus.
You said 4 for your thing. Plus. So that'd just be a 14. So 14 and then 2d8.
So.
Yep.
It'll be 24 then, right? Am I correct?
Well, you have to roll 2d8 and then plus the 14.
Okay.
Yep. So just in
Oh,
the
no,
modifier, put 14.
No. Okay.
And then roll 2d8.
Yeah, because on flash cannon it has 2d8 +10 plus whatever number it is.
Yep.
So I add up for +10 to for +14 as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so
No, because it's 2d8 +10. That's the damage base. The other plus is normally your attack, but because you're using the ship, it's using your tech education. So the stat to add the plus is 4. So you'll roll the 2d8, and in the modifier down below in the corner, you'll put a 14.
Okay, so 14.
And yeah, then you just roll 2d8. 23. Okay. I need to see something quick. Okay, that's just for that. But yes, that helped them. Okay, so if you... I'm gonna use my phone as a calculator then, since I can't use it for Zoom.
This will be good for some.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm doing damage though, so.
Alright. I won't do that, so yeah. Okay.
Do we get bonus damage because I didn't see it coming?
Sneak attack.
I will explain that when we get there. So now we are gonna go back to the actual fight. Now that Echo has made an attack, but we will be back after we get back from break. So don't go away. Get your snacks, get your bathroom break, get your smokes if you need them. But yeah, we will be right back. Don't go away. One moment. So give us like probably 10-15 minutes and we'll be back with the actual fight and stuff. So have a good one. We'll be right back. Bye bye. Welcome back, everybody. And we are now going to get into the fight. So, let me go back to this screen now. Oh, I need to... I keep forgetting. Well, I guess I can fix that later, but... let's see. Who would be first in the... Well, technically, before I do any of that then, as I'm fixing this, Robert, you, Echo, or you, Henry, and Adolfin, realize, you know, this whatever you're fighting has now fallen apart. Oops, let me get rid of that. This in. And yeah. But it almost looks like the parts that fell apart are still tied together. And so they kind of like start jambling around. And they start kind of like, and they start forming back together, except they don't look like the pig puppet that you were fighting before. The parts that fell apart, the arms turn into, essentially they look like legs as their fingertips point together. Their legs are the back legs of a spider, and the abdomen is, rather than an abdomen, turns out to be a it almost like a string shoots out from the back of it and attaches to the spear, and now the spear kind of lifts up and just is floating there in the sky, like almost like a scorpion tail. And the pig face is still there, but it looks like it hasn't fully formed yet. At that point, during this time, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a beam of silver just comes in and just shoots him from the side. It doesn't seem to do a lot of damage, but it did get some hit in. If you, a beam of light a beam of silver light just came out of nowhere and hit this thing.
Immediately looks in that direction to see what the heck that was.
Let me open my thing quick. I think I can do it the same way.
Whatever that is could be a bad thing or a good thing.
Yeah, I can.
Obviously fighting this for fun.
Yeah. Alright, so you turn and look where the source of light came from. You see the ship flying towards you guys.
Yes! Kate did it. She got Echo.
Alright, Echo. You see Robert turn towards you and kind of like, you see him shake his fist like, oh yeah, heck yeah, you know, like he's cheering. What do you do?
Land, of course.
Yeah.
Because I'm not probably going to get another shot off with a railgun.
Kate says, that thing looks a little dangerous. Maybe land a little bit further away so that it doesn't go after the ship.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay. So as you land the ship, Kate just says like, I don't know if I'll be able to handle that thing. Would you be able to go and help them? I'll get Lamprine away, so she's caught in the crossfire.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. So you open the hatch. Robert, you see Echo jump out of the latch, and you don't see Kate jump out, but the ship does take off and head away as Echo
So did the
joins
ship
the fight.
actually land, or did Echo like jump out of it and do like a superhero?
That'd be fun. That'd be funny.
Did you want to do that?
Like,
Well,
if it lowers enough, then that's what she's going to do.
she'll lower it enough, or you lower it enough. You switch places, and then you run to the back and you get ready as you kind of land. I will say with your robotic legs, normally I would say roll an athletics check, but you don't have to. At the same time, though, if there's a Pokemon you wish to send out in this first turn going.
That'd be Nova.
Nova, nice. Okay. So I need to go find Nova. So
Nova.
Navi is not. Oops. Nova. There's Nova.
Yep.
Alright. Does Nova have a new speed or is it still 15?
Still 15.
Okay, just double check it. Alright, so. Robert, you see Echo jump out of the ship and mid drop bring out.
Actually, no. Actually, no. Not Nova. Obsidian. Yeah, Obsidian. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. We're in this turn to go for that, so. Let me just find Obsidian. There's Obsidian. Same 12 speed.
Same 12 speed.
Okay, so as Echo's dropping out of the sky and lands on their feet, right before they hit the ground, they send out Obsidian, this gullet. So as you hit the ground first, Echo, and land it, gullet, your Obsidian, your gullet, hits the ground and actually makes it a bit of, almost a tiny bit of tremor. It doesn't, it's not damaging, but like, he's so heavy that he hits the ground and just shakes the ground. Robert, you can feel it from there.
How much does Gullet weigh? I gotta check.
I need to bring Echo. I'm gonna say, by the time you get up, you will be right here, and Obsidian will be right, probably by you, right around there.
By the way, I forgot. My aura pistols are still considered normal type, right?
Yeah, because there's struggle attacks still.
Oh yeah.
Unless you like, I'd say if you put on some kind of booster, like a plate or something like that, because or like if you get like, I guess the same thing if you get fountain or fire starter or something like that, you know, something that gives you that capability, you could then give your aura a typing to make it that type kind of thing. But right now,
I think
it's
you
just
also
normal.
mentioned that if I raised my combat skill, I could get some stuff.
I think you being a Lucario or Animus, eventually it might become fighting type. But right now it's just still a normal type.
It's funny because it does the same damage as Aura Sphere.
Nice.
So it's like there's no reason to not use Aura Sphere, except in the specific scenario of it resisting.
Yeah.
If you want to know for weight of Gullet, 202 pounds.
Jeez. So yeah, Gullet comes out and just thuds the ground. There's no resisting. Obviously, he hits the ground really hard, but it doesn't break anything. So, but you're fine.
He's technically lighter than
Yeah,
Yeah.
he made a little crater though.
but also smaller than
Okay.
a Goldet.
So
If it was Golder, then that'd be a whole different story.
you guys have
Yeah.
in the beginning. I will say right now, there's this free turn to do some role play. Just because I'll just have that be one turn as he's kind of slowly getting ready for something. But yeah, you got a little bit of role play time.
Can you actually?
Oh yeah, I gotta share because you haven't seen this map.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you do?
I got
okay.
it. Yeah, I had to double click on the token. On
Okay.
the image.
I wasn't sure since you weren't on this map at all before, so.
As long as my token is on the map, I could double click on my thingamabob on the combat tracker and it'll pull it up.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, I've never shared this with you before. I've shared it with Sean, Johnny, so that might be something that got changed then. So
Yeah,
which is
maybe.
cool. Yeah. Neat.
Yeah, Echo, it's so good for you to join us. The situation with Adolfin has successfully resolved, but now we found ourselves in a new situation.
Yes. Apparently, I have an alien inside of me now. It's really strange. I don't know what's happening.
I will have to look at that later. For now, eyes ahead.
Yes, indeed. Alright, so with that, I'll say one round did go by. So we're gonna start with Cosmo, and then
Just saying,
Echo
I
on
have
deck.
an alien living inside of me.
I don't know. It sounds like that's what he was at. I don't know.
I mean, that's what it is. Yeah. This is kind of funny.
All right, so yeah,
All right,
Cosmo,
Cosmo.
and then Echo on deck. Echo on Deco. No, I'm just-
All right. Yeah. So Cosmo is going to use Fire Spear,
Ooh. Fire spin, you said?
which is an accuracy, which is a AC of 4,
Okay.
and then it's obviously a special attack, so AC of
Yeah.
4, but special defense.
Plus 4 more for evasion. So yeah, you
Okay,
definitely hit
so yeah, I hit. The target is put in a vortex, which I
Ooh.
do not have the mechanics for that, but
do the damage, and then we can look up the vortex stuff.
yeah.
I think it's like you take a tick of HP, but you're also stuck.
Yeah, I think you get the trapped condition, and also you take some amount of damage.
I forgot if I put
Takes
stuck Ooh.
18 fire damage.
18 fire.
And also, when it comes to damage reduction, I think that also happens after super effective. Like, I think damage reduction is like the last thing.
Yeah. Other afflictions.
So I think
four,
there's defensive, super
stuck,
effective, and then
trapped.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a difference between stuck and trapped. So you said that makes them trapped?
It puts them in a vortex, so then I think it has its own special capabilities
Oh,
or special rules.
Okay. We'll have to look that up then because
Oh, is vortex not in there?
there's trapped and there's stuck, but not vortex, I think.
Oh, okay. Because I think vortex.
If there is, you might need to look it up because I don't have it on Fantasy Grounds right now. Okay, so 18
Okay, yeah, I'll try to find it.
times. That was special attack?
Yes. And also, once again, the super effective happens after
After the what?
the defenses.
Oh, I thought that happened before. Okay, let me redo that.
So you apply its defenses, and
18.
then you apply the special or the
Gotcha.
super effective, and then you apply the damage reduction.
Okay. So it'd be...
When there's a lot of things happening like
Yeah.
that at once, it's kind
So
of
it's the damage minus my special defense minus my damage reduction and then the multiplier, or is it multiplier and
no.
then damage
Then
reduction?
it's defenses, then the multiplier, and then the damage reduction. The
Okay.
damage reduction happens last.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, it got hit by that flash cannon, so it has lowered special defense.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that too.
So let me go to that quick. Oops, I went too far.
Okay, so it should be in the core of this one.
Okay. Alright, anything else for Cosmo?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright, so then it is Echo with Cody on deck.
Alright, how far can Echo move? It's been a hot minute. Overland of 4, so gotta move 1, 2, 3, 4. I could see this mofo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not what I'm looking for. That's
Shit. I'm going to supersonic it up.
okay. So
Alright,
Neil,
let me
I have
check
the
something. Oh yeah?
condition here. So while in a vortex, the target is slowed, trapped, and loses a tick of hit points at the beginning of each turn. At
Okay.
the end of each turn, the target may roll a 1d20 to end all of the effects at once. The target must roll 20 or higher to dispel the vortex, and the DC is lowered by 6 each subsequent turn.
Gotcha.
So basically, you need to crit the first turn, and then it goes down to like 14, then 8, then 2.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Keep that up just in case. I'll be sure to put that in there. And actually, if you post that in the, if you copy and paste that into the Pokemon Tabletop Discord that we have, then I can copy it easier because I'll just know it's there.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. So you said you're gonna confuse it?
Yeah, going to Supersonic, get up.
Okay. Is that an AC roll or is that just
An AC roll.
Okay, so
6.
A very
6?
difficult one.
Alright, plus 4, so you need to roll a 10 or higher. Oh, nice. Just enough. It is confused.
Like, Echo's jaw unhinged and just opens the mouth to see the voice box, and it just lets out this horrid sonic at whatever this thing is.
Yeah. There we go. You guys can see that on it?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Alright.
Oh, make sure you click next turn on my comment tracker.
There we go. Alright, anything else? Move standard Swift, I think, for a bonus action. You got any?
Swift. No, I don't. Actually,
None of your musician ones?
yeah, no. That's
Okay.
all I got.
No problem. Alright, after Echo, it is Cody with Obsidian on deck. Wait, let me just double check. Yep, Obsidian on deck after Cody. Okay, so Cody, I need to go to Henry. There's Henry. There, yeah, Henry. Okay, Cody. Let's see. I use Smokescreen. That's an EOT. I don't think that was last turn. So Cody is going to. Oops. What's the range on that? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can actually hit from there. Cody is going to shoot a blast of ember at it and go. Centiquil. Alright, 2.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting that Cody's super bow.
Ah, I actually missed. Dang.
How could you
Alright.
miss? He was 3 feet in front of you.
Cody just goes. And it goes and falls in between one of its legs and just pitters out. Cody's like, no, Centiquil. And Centiquil is going to move. We're land to 5. He's going to get a little closer, but move away so we're not cluttered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Ah! Get out of our matrix, butt. Alright. So after Cody, it is. Yeah, it's Obsidian with Adolfin on deck.
It's sad when Robert is slower than a Golrick.
I mean, I bumped up goal ladder quite a bit. I wanted the speed.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that speed of 6.
Oh yeah, they're super slow.
Yep. What's his overland 5? Okay, so, oh, let's. Wait, let's right here. So. Yeah, he could get it within range, and then. Where's for roller? Actually, no. Yep, I could definitely hit him with Shadow Punch.
Nice.
Yep, and Shadow Punch, can I miss?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Ghost type move? Dark type move?
Ghost type.
Okay. Nice.
You should still roll because you can still crit.
You can still crit, yeah. Oh, damn! Close.
So close.
Almost.
Alright, so roll
So
Shadow
close.
Punch's damage.
So close yet so far.
Physical or special?
It is physical, my guy.
Okay.
It's. Oh, shit. 24, then. Whoop, whoop.
37, nice. Okay. So, 37.
What is this? Oh.
Okay. Damn, I actually hurt him quite a bit. Okay. Anything else for Obsidian?
Obsidian. That's all Obsidian could do was move and then Shadow Punch him.
Nice. Okay. So next will be Adelphin. Adelphin's gonna move over here. Put it a tiny bit closer. Well, maybe. I think he can get there when I'll be okay for moves. Yeah, that's fine. Has an EOT, so you can do it. Yeah, Adelphin is going to reach out his hand, and essentially it looks like he's grabbing what looks like the strings, and he's going to try and essentially use Psychic to throw it around a bit. Although I know it's a physical move, it's like I'm going to explain that he's kind of like throwing it around and doing damage by dragging it around.
Also, currently, isn't he in the Oxus form?
Oh wait, no, he didn't. He didn't because also no one. Oh yeah, he did go in Deoxys form before. No, Deoxys is asleep right now, so he can't do it during this fight. Yeah. So Psychic, I need to roll 8. That's 2 plus 4, 6. Oh damn! Not 20.
Well,
Psychic.
you did this. Well, you did this to yourself.
So yeah, no, that's funny. So he is gonna, because he's dragging him, he's actually going to push him. Really quick, Sean, did you want him next to you so you could melee him, or are you planning to? Or I think you do a lot of range stuff too, right?
I do a lot of range stuff, yeah, but I do like things being next to me because then they can't hit anyone
so I
else.
think he'll just.
Robert is kind of in a weird way like a ranged tank.
I think maybe he'll get him away from Luthu then, and he'll push him this way. So you're still next to him, but Luthu is away, so you can't melee Luthu. So I can see him doing that. And then I need to roll 4d10 plus 20 plus 12. And then it lowers their special defense, but that's, I'm pretty sure, after, right? The effect takes place after the damage?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Any stat lower happens after damage.
So that's 20.
That would be
32,
insane if Psychic lowered their defense
and
before.
4d10.
Man, that special defense being lowered is getting. Oh,
Oh man.
oh my God!
All right. 54.
You know, I
Nice.
forgot how scary Adolphin is sometimes.
Yeah.
At
I mean, you
2d10
should have
is
seen.
nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
You should have seen some of the dice I was rolling last week. Oh my god. Like, the focus blast stuff. Like, I crit one of the focus blasts. Oh.
So defenses, the multiplier for the weaknesses, and then damage reduction. Okay. Damn.
Man, it has confused being vortexed and what is it? It has a special defense lowered by 2. This guy's not having
Yeah.
a good day.
This thing
All
is,
right.
yeah, it's not in the best shape.
So yeah, that was Adolfin. Then next would be Henry with Luthu on deck. Man, I got a lot of me doing this.
Yeah.
Henry is over here. Henry
I mean,
threw
you
a
are
rock last
two
time.
trainers and their Pokemon and boss.
Yeah, true. Mm. The only thing I can really do is he picks up. He doesn't have any moves like you guys do. Like you guys have like Pokemon moves and stuff you can use. He's just a human.
Yep.
So he's gonna pick up a rock. He's gonna pick up a rock. What's the range? Throwing range 6. He does need to get closer though. So, oops.
He's going to throw a damn rock at this thing. Like, I give a hustle, man, but damn. He ruined.
yeah.
He gets a laser rifle or whatever.
Yeah, he needs some sort of gun. Yeah.
He's got a pencil.
Well, what is he going to do with a pencil against whoever
I'm
that
just kidding.
thing is?
So yeah, he
Well,
picks
you
up a
want to see a
rock.
magic trick?
He's gonna throw it. Yeah. Here we go. Oh damn. Okay, so 4, 8. Yeah, he hit. That's
I'm just in my head now picturing Echo being like, what are you gonna do with the pencil? He's like, well, you want to see a magic trick? It's gone.
nice.
That's fucking funny.
And it's 8. Yeah, he chucks this rock at it and knocks it in the one of his legs, and it actually makes a decent dent.
What kind of fucking throw is that? Like, did he just throw like a baseball and hitting that 90-hour fastball or whatever?
Actually, wait, let me double check. You know what? No, I totally forgot. It is a normal type, still technically, so it actually goes through one of the legs that he aimed for, and does no
makes
damage.
sense.
Yeah, so that actually I kind of forgot about that. It was a normal type attack.
Yeah.
Against the ghost type.
I'm the only one.
Well, you
I'm
guys
the
don't know
only
what
one
type
that
it
can-
is, so no one checked. So we don't know what type
Robert
it
did.
is. Did you?
Yeah. He surmised that it was a ghost.
You surmised, but Henry doesn't know. And I'm pretty sure you didn't tell us, or tell him that it was a ghost type.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was Henry. Then it would be Luthu. Luthu is going to most likely do a psychic move or something. But let me just
Actually,
check.
after seeing that, though, Robert will just be like, don't use normal or fighting type moves against it. Except me. I'm an exception.
Oh, you know what? I know what I'm doing, because Luthu has, and Echo or Adolfin has seen how he's been doing a lot of physical damage. So he's going to tell Luthu to back up a little bit, but at the same time use Charm. So he's going to back up and then use Charm on him. It's a range 6.
I
One,
guess
two,
quite maybe.
three. Yeah, so we'll go one more. And then he kind of, like, as he runs away, he turns around and looks at him and goes, or, Zigzagoon! You know, with a little blink and a smile.
Yeah.
And try to charm him. I need to roll above a 6. Damn. Yeah, so his attack stat is lowered 2 combat stages.
Oh, also, did it? I guess this is a mechanical question,
Yep.
but when it reformed, did it heal the lowering of its combat stage from before?
You're not sure.
Okay, because I did with that focus blast crit would have
Yep.
lowered its special defense combat stage. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it could possibly be at -3 special defense combat stages. Possibly.
I only do that if it's a crit on a non-damaging like one. So like if I crit charm instead of 2, I would have done 4 because it already lowers it by 2, so I double the stages if it crits on a
Well,
non-damaging.
then it was hit by psychic and then also hit by
right. And I did reduce it. It was at a -1 first. Then you hit it. No, the first minus defense was because of you hitting it the first time.
Yeah.
And then I did special defense from the
spaceship.
from the space. No, not from the space. It didn't lower defense from the spaceship. He just hit him. He didn't do the special defense minus. I'm pretty sure.
I thought that cannon lowered its special defense.
It lowers it on like a 15 plus, I think. You roll a 14.
Oh.
Flash cannon, yeah. Oh, 17 plus.
Yeah, I thought the flash cannon.
Nope.
Hit it.
So it's just a -2 right now.
Okay.
But yeah, if you crit on a attacking move that lowers, it's just the damage that gets doubled, not the effect. But if it's a effect move that has it to hit and doesn't damage, then I double the effect of the effect, not the crit, because it doesn't do damage.
Yeah.
So if I would have
just thought
crit
that it was
with,
hit by special defense lowering 2 times today and then 1 time last week.
Nope, it was one time. It got hit by flash cannon, but didn't reduce, and then psychic. So,
Okay.
all right. So it is the being's turn. What is it gonna do? It's still mad at you for how much damage you did before.
Good. Hit me.
Let's see. It is going now that it looks like this. Oh, but it takes the stuff at the beginning of the turn for confusion. So it is going to use its ability Strange Tempo. Let's see. Use one as a free action.
Robert just looks at it and is like, "Oh, are you actually planning on hitting me this time?"
Secure yourself and continue.
Trying to toss it.
Oh, okay. I will, as a free action, act normally. So I will still be confused, but I'm using free tempo to act normally, so that he can get an attack in.
Also, he has to take his tick of damage.
Oh, true. I guess he still takes
Also-
the tick. It just from your vortex.
Yeah. From the
Okay, so tick is damn. That's a lot for a tick. And it's not reduced by anything either, right?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just straight damage. And sometimes
nice.
ticks of damage can be typed, which is really painful. Still,
Yeah. Would that technically
But-
be a fire one then, or no?
It is. It is not. It does not specify
Oh,
that
okay.
it's a
Got it.
fire.
Okay.
It has to very, very specifically specify that they take a tick of damage that's typed.
What do I do?
Yeah, it's just a regular vortex.
You know what? Because you're next to him still, he can make a melee attack. He's gonna essentially bend down a little so he can get a better angle with his stinger, the spear. As he's going to attack you with it. And part of Part of himself, the almost shoots a little bit of poison on the spear, and he's gonna jab you and try to hit you with a poison jab.
Oh no, what a tragedy.
What's your physical EV? Or speed
1.
EV if it's high?
Also 1.
Okay. So I need to roll above this.
Actually, Robert's evasion across the board is 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's 8. I hit. I don't poison though. But that's okay, and then 2.
Wow.
So that's 35 points of physical poison damage.
Thank you for making that very easy on me. For calculating damage.
Yep. As the stinger comes down into your gut, but doesn't poison you.
He just looks down at it. He's like, "That's not even gonna leave a mark."
Alright. And then do I need to roll to see if I get out of the vortex?
Yes, and you have to roll a 20.
Ooh. That was close.
Next turn, that actually would have worked.
Alright.
Because next turn, it's like a 14.
Oh, it just goes down to 14 right away? Okay.
Yeah, it goes
All
down by 6 each failure.
So Robert, it is your turn. And then...
Alright.
Sorry, and then it's back to Cosmo on deck after. So basically it's you and then Cosmo.
Oh yeah, have you rolled a confusion?
I didn't need to. I acted normally.
Yeah,
Oh.
he had a special thing that, yeah.
He's got an ability.
Okay.
Yep.
I forgot, do you get opportunity attacks for attacking range in melee? I kind of forgot.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But if you attack someone else while you're in melee, you do.
Yeah, that
Yep.
Ooh. Any of the Pokemon that are out right now have a dark type attack? No. Never mind, do at least. Because I'm just like, hit me with a dark type move, please. Oh, it only raises my attack, not Alright, anyways, I'm gonna pull out my aura pistols. And at this point, Robert, especially after getting hit, is getting like especially fired up. So
Yeah.
like there might be a tinge of red in his aura color.
Ooh.
And his eyes might even have like, you know, a little bit of a red glow to them. Because the demon is never proven that. And I'm gonna roll. It's a special attack with an AC of 4, so I'm assuming that means 4 more, right?
Yeah.
So
So you need an 8 or more. Oh! You have a hero point.
I'm not gonna be doing too much damage with it at this point.
Oh, okay.
Because... you know what? No, screw it. I'm going to use it.
You're gonna use it?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Well,
Shoot.
sorry, bud.
That's a warning shot.
And then after you
would
do
it
that,
still be would it still be a 4 special eBay though? With his combat stages being lowered?
yeah, because it's still at speed.
Okay.
It's at speed, not at special.
Oh. So then Cosmo. Cosmo is going to bust it. Which doesn't do anything
Actually-
special besides.
You know what? Actually, I forgot, because about the thing. Let's see, so I think it actually have a any of 2 right now. So it's for because of its speed was halved for reasons.
Yeah, because of the vortex.
Yeah.
So I actually would have hit him then.
Yeah. So plus,
Oh.
well, no, because you rolled a 3. That wouldn't have hit, so the hero
then I
point
re-rolled
would,
it.
though. Yeah. So I think the hero point.
Yeah,
would
yeah, the hero point hit it. But yeah. Alright, cool.
Yep, I forgot. That is a thing. And that's what happened.
Yeah, I completely forgot already also that the vortex.
Oh, which reminds me, it had a turn go by, so I need to change its thingy.
Oh yeah, that.
So actually, it should be at that. Because the turn went by. Okay.
By the way, I really hope you look at what the modifier is for how much damage I'm doing. A D8 plus 30.
Yeah.
Real quick, with the vortex, has he taken damage?
Yeah, I took the damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is normal type, but scrappy. So
Yep.
I should
Alright,
take
so it's 33. So it does normal. No, it's not effective. It's just regular effective because of scrappy. And that was physical, you said?
Special.
Special. Okay. God damn it, phone. Why do you do that when you're just on my calculator? Every other time I'm on my phone, it stays open like all the time. Whenever I go on my calculator, it goes into sleep mode super quick. Yes, 14. Okay.
Yeah, right now Robert's special attack is 24.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. So, as you hit him with what'd you hit him just with the aura gun?
Mm-hmm.
As you shoot him with your aura, where do you hit him, by the way?
He'd be aiming at the head, like, or the face to, catch its attention.
Okay.
Or keep its attention.
Yeah. So as you shoot him in the head, in the puppet head, you seem to crack him, and the cracks spread across his body, and he hasn't lost form, but yeah, he now looks like he's starting to hurt again. Almost like he was rebuilt, and then you broke the reinforcement.
Okay. Keep it up. It looks like it's almost done finally.
You broke the framework, is what I should say.
Okay, cool. Alright. And then,
Anything else?
Yeah, this goes to Cosmo.
Yep, goes to Cosmo.
No. So Cosmo is going to Gust.
Gust? Okay.
Which is a 2 AC special attack, so +4. Oh, wait, no. +2.
Yes, it's just 2 right now.
4 or higher.
Oh, nice.
Barely, but yes. So, Gust is 19 for 2d6 plus 8.
I don't know how to fix that. Right, Con. Because like I said, right, when I'm playing like all my games and just on my phone, like internet, it stays on forever, but then it's just for my calculator. I'll have to fix that later. Unless I can do it right here. But
Yeah, so 24 is our special flying.
24 special. Okay, minus.
Yes, 9 damage.
And then minus that. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so no longer has that. Oh, wait, no, that's just for the... Okay, so it still has that technically. So it does... yeah. Oops, I need to find that. Okay. No, not 41.
Oh, that's why
Oh,
Gust
yeah.
is doing more damage than I think it should be, because he stabs. Gust.
Yeah. Okay, so as the gust hits some, you can see it's starting to blow the. It's kind of blowing the strings around a little bit. They tend to hit each other. He definitely like does a little bit of a recoil, but it doesn't look like he took a ton of damage from that.
Mhm.
And after that, then it'd be Echo with Cody on deck, unless Cosmo's gonna move.
Oh, it's my turn.
Is Cosmo moving or no?
Actually, yeah, back like 3 steps.
Okay, so like 1, 2,
Just away from.
3. Yeah. Okay. Then yes, now it would be Echo.
Yay, it's me.
With Cody on deck, a Cinequil. Bum, bum, bum.
You know what?
I forgot to change your mini on there. That's fine. I'll do it next time.
You know what? I'm going to curse it up.
Okay. Okay, so Curse affects you as you're a ghost type, right? As if you're
Yep.
a ghost? Okay. So what is it? You take how much damage? Half your HP? Or what does that work? How does it work in this?
If the user is a ghost type, curse has a frequency of a C. When the user, used,
Frequency of AC.
C.
a C. Yeah, when the user.
Oh, scene.
So once per encounter.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
thinking like AC. Like, what? So you got to hit with it. But no, you don't. I remember this now.
Yeah,
have
loses
curses?
1/3 of their hit point. When used, the user loses 1/3 of their max HP, and a target Pokemon or trainer within 8 meters of a user becomes cursed.
Okay.
So yeah, luckily it's only 1/3, not half, like it was.
Okay, yeah, that was good.
Still pretty painful.
And I
let
take
me-
a tick of hit points as damage each turn?
Let me check.
I think it's more than a tick.
Let me check.
What does it say for curse again? Actually, I can look.
Curse. If a cursed target takes a standard action, they lose 2 ticks of hit points at end of that turn.
Oh, okay. So if
Oh,
they do
just a
nothing, they
standard
just.
act.
Yeah, okay.
So they either have to not do anything or take an action and lose 2 ticks of hit points.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's good.
And I'm assuming it goes away when they hit 0 HP?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Got it. Just making
Yeah,
sure.
there's no way to like cure a curse like there is for other
Okay.
status effect.
So that was you. I put curse on him. Anything else for you? And you took your 1/3 HP damage?
Yeah, I need to like do math on it, but
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. So then it would be Cody.
And
So
it's
you can do your math
round
while I'm
up.
doing there. Yeah. Cody, I gotta go to Henry. Whoops.
What's my maximum HP again? 78? Yeah, 78.
Well, there should be a 1/3 option. It shows, like, on your character sheet under combat. Actually, no, it doesn't do that right here. It does that
Yeah.
for for
Pokemon.
Pokemon, not for people, which is
Yeah, I
Oh,
made a
strange.
duplicate of Pokemon template on my thingamabob, and yeah, I lose 26 hit points.
Oh damn,
Ouch.
quite a bit. Okay, so Cynical. All I gotta
But it's
do is
worth
it,
Source
though.
Ember. I'm gonna try. Oh, that's a cone.
I wanted to move as well.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to. About right there.
Okay. Alright, so Seneca's gonna move up. And Ember didn't seem... Well... He's gonna try again with Ember. As he doesn't need to move any closer than he'll just move there. And then he'll go, oh, Seneca! And just shoot another flame spit at it. Come on, hit! That's a... I need a
Crit.
4.
That'd be even better.
Well, I hit. I didn't crit though. Alright, so...
And it wasn't enough to burn either. Shoot.
And it's 2d6. Alright, so 27 points
Of fire damage. That's
of
pretty good.
fire. Okay, 27. Okay. Okay, so the ember seems to hit its target this time and actually like shoots one of the legs it was aiming for now, and it hits the leg and it managed to singe, and it takes effect. It doesn't burn, but it doesn't do as much damage as you guys have been doing, but it still seems to have done some damage to him. All right. After that, it is Obsidian.
Good job, Cody.
With Adolfin on deck.
Obsidian, of course, I gotta always do this because Obsidian hits like a goddamn freight train with Shadow Punch. So I'm gonna Shadow Punch it up.
Nice.
I mean, with the kind of speed that Obsidian has, him charging into you would feel like a freight train.
Yeah, he also has defensive curl and rollout. With those two, it's not a fun combo.
What
for
Shadow
him.
Punches frequency?
Oh, every other turn. Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Yep, you
I
called
just
me
sort of
on
thought,
that one.
yep, I remember that. I was like, wait a minute, I should ask, because that one seems like an AOT one.
Yep. What can he do?
Oh, I just saw something important, but it's not like important right now. But for the record, if something is put in a vortex that is already in a vortex, they don't stack, nor does the difficulty re-increase.
Okay. So once they're in a vortex, if another vortex happens, the damage would happen, but it wouldn't be, or it wouldn't get the effect from
the
second
damaging
one.
move would be, the damaging move do the damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm going to Mud Slap.
Mud slap.
So you might as well wait for it to break out of the vortex before putting it back in.
What's the range on that?
It's 3.
Range?
And I have
that'll
a
hit.
crit.
Yeah, and you
Right.
crit. Nice.
Yeah.
Alright. What's
Yeah.
the damage
The
then?
target's accuracy. Firstly, for effect, the target's accuracy is lowered by 1.
Yep. I will put that in so I don't forget.
Yep.
So, now
So how do I work with the?
So
like-
what's the damage on crit on the? Sorry, what's the damage on Mud Slap?
1d8 plus 6 plus 4
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 6, you said?
plus 6.
So the damage base gets doubled, not your stat.
Okay, so
The damage base is the 1d8
Yeah,
plus
so it
6.
becomes
or
2.
So it is 2d8 plus 12 then.
Yep, and then plus your 4. So you said 12, so do the plus 16 and then roll 2d6, right? You said?
Yep.
12 plus 2
2d8.
sixes. Yep. Oh, 2d8. Nice. And that was a ground move, right?
Yep, it's ground.
Okay.
And his accuracy gets lowered by 1.
Yep, I put that in. Alright, so 30. Physical or special?
Special.
Mud splat. Yeah, it's special.
I thought it was physical for like a hot moment.
I can see. Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Because, it's literally in the name, Mud Slap. You pick up mud, it slaps someone in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to hit him with some mud as you you hit some you kind of slap it on him. I don't know where you would hit it, but it kind of gets in the nooks and crannies of his wooden frame, but it doesn't seem to have affected him as much as it should have.
Understandable.
Okay.
But he still get that accuracy lowered, so.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was obsidian.
Yeah, so I guess like he threw it in the face because accuracy. So
Yeah. Okay, so we got Aelfin, Henry, and Luthu with the puppet on deck. So that's 4 turns for me to do. Hang on. That's gonna take a bit. Hang on. So Henry. Or not Henry, Aelfin, sorry. He's gonna take a slight break after doing that psychic attack. He feels like he might be able to do some more damage if he calms his mind a bit. So he kind of takes a step. Oops. He kind of takes a step back this way. Over by whatever this thing is over here. This port. There's like. Oh, I forgot. So over by Adolfin, you see behind you, Robert. The blue, because you are behind it. There's still that blue portal looking thing, because it looks similar to the swirling green portal you guys were in before.
Yeah.
This is a swirling blue one, and it's like more oval shaped because it's taller. But yes, it's hovering above what looks to be a black pillar.
Yeah, Robert wanted to investigate that, and that's when it attacked. Yeah.
And on top of the pillar seems to be a floating blue crystal. Yeah. Actually, also from below the pillar, just below it, there seems to be a slowly creeping blue cracks along the ground. And they seem to be like slowly moving out.
In front of the portal?
Like underneath the pillar. Okay, so.
Oh, the pillar.
Yeah.
By the way, the crystal, do I recognize that as the one that Henry had?
Did you see which color did you see before? Do you remember which color it was?
I don't remember what color Henry's crystal was.
Roll,
No, I don't remember.
Roll a D100.
Henry's crystal.
Oh no, never mind. You would have seen blue because I forgot.
He showed it
He
to
used
me
it-
only like once.
He used it during the fight with the Toad School. For sure.
Yeah.
You would have seen him use
That's
it
the
then.
only time that I think Robert's ever seen
Yeah.
it.
So that is
Robert
it is a
didn't even know he
crystal.
had it.
It is similar to the crystal that Henry had. I'm just gonna use Calm Mind. Actually, I can't change his stats because I can't change the stuff. He didn't share it. Like he shared a screen, but I can't edit anything. So I'm just gonna use extra sensory and try to hit this guy.
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, so extra sensory. I need to roll a 4 or higher. Oh my god! Wow! Okay. Sure.
For some reason, if you're rolling as Adolfin, you just crit all the time.
32,
And
and
you know, could you just always be rolling for Adolfin?
maybe. I mean, no. Okay, damn.
Like, even if Ed's here, you should make his rolls.
And that was psychic, so it was just normal. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Extrasensory flinches on a 19 plus. So he is flinched. Okay. Okay.
Sad to say that I actually feel a little bit bad for this thing, considering
Oh,
how
don't
well
be.
we're bodying it.
It's fine. All right. So that. So
I
he's
don't
gonna...
think it's fine for you.
So then it's Henry. He seems to he's like, oh, that rock throw worked. And then Echo, you see him pick up a rock and he's just gonna chuck it at this thing.
I already told you it didn't work.
Oh right, shit, I forgot. He would have realized that now. He's like, dang it,
Yeah,
shoot.
I said no fighting or normal types except for me.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, oh shit. Damn it, Henry. Come on.
Yeah, sure.
I can't really do anything then. He doesn't have features that like. Ooh, yeah. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, he can't really do anything, so yeah, he's just gonna back up. He's like, alright, Cynical, I'll just command you to do stuff. And he's essentially out of this fight. Which helps me, I guess, so... Luthu!
True.
Luthu is going to... Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he has. Oh, he's already flinched. Oh shit, I was gonna do tackle, but it's normal type. He would know better. Yeah, I guess I kind of have to. He's already confused. He's already flinched. Yeah, he's just gonna run at him and do Zen Headbutt. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 to get next to him, and Zen Headbutt. Alright. Alright, Luthu, are we about to roll a crit on you two? Nope, that's not
Don't
one.
say that, man.
Damn.
You double
You
jinxed it.
I did.
God damn.
I mean, you technically crit. You crit failed.
I crit failed. No. Alright, so nothing happens. He tries to go headbutt him with his glowing eyes, and he ends up tripping and headbutts the ground. Makes a little bit of a crater. Just a tiny one. Forehead sized. And then it is the puppet's turn. Okay. He does not like Adolfin right now.
Is he flinched?
Oh yeah, he's flinched, so he can't do anything. That is correct. So he takes damage. I can still roll for the vortex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is now he now looks fully like before it looked like he was kind of still moving his parts around. Now he looks sturdy and he looks built up again, so he loses his minus speed. So he goes up to that. And his attack and attack and speed go back to normal. Huh?
Yeah, he is still slowed by the vortex, though.
Yeah, but it's just his speed stuff. Okay. Let me just see who's next. After him, it would be Robert. So while you're thinking for a sec, I'm just gonna take his damage from the vortex. And he didn't get to do anything with confusion because he didn't try to act, so he didn't do anything with that. So I will take 17. So
Oh damn! When did his initiative went to 22? What the hell?
his initiative changed.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so being slowed doesn't affect speed or initiative or anything like that?
Slowed. Let's see.
Yeah, slowed
I
up
figured that-
lowers for initiative.
Yeah. I figured slowed would affect some.
Well, if it does, the reason his initiative went back to normal is because of other things. But
Yeah, but the slowed condition.
slowed. Pokemon that is slowed has its
Should be
movement
effective.
halved. Oh, so it was halved and then halved again. Damn. Okay. So I will just keep it. Well, because I took the damage and I get to roll to see if he's out of the vortex, right?
Yeah.
So if I roll, you said 14 or higher?
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll just put him back to what he was at for now.
Well, you rolled one below what you needed to, and then you rolled one below what you needed to again.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool to know. Alright, sorry about that.
Oh, what the hell? Why in the world you sound so far away, man?
Yeah, you sound a little like far.
Really?
Now you're normal. But before you
Oh,
were
okay.
like
Weird.
you know, I don't know.
That's strange.
But yes, it is your turn. He did nothing and I did not exit the vortex. I did the damage, so you're good.
Sweet. So yeah, I rolled a 6. So yeah, is his AC or his EVA, special EVA, only a 2 at the moment?
Because it's halved, yeah, it's a 2 now.
Okay, cool. So I still do hit him. Which is... Oh, oops. Well, 31 special normal.
Okay.
I forgot to add the
31. That's fine.
I mean, the D8 is not what matters there. It's definitely the 30.
Okay, so 31. You said special?
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the type again?
Normal. So it's
Okay, so
regular
just
effective.
regular, yeah. Just double checking. Okay. 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 Okay, yeah, so he's starting to essentially he looks rebuilt and no longer moving his parts around as if you know, he's now sturdy and built again, but he's starting to look like he's starting to look like he could fall apart again. After you, it is Cosmo.
Alright. Oh. Sure, yes. Not will, so Cosmo is going to gust it.
Gust, nice,
Yeah.
nice. You hit.
Shot hit. So that is 19. I think I did plus 17 last time because I did not math properly, but oh well.
26.
This is 26 special flying.
Flying.
Yeesh.
Oh, okay.
You know, I also like to think that it's like it's being put in a gust while already in a fire spin. It's like just make the fire spin faster.
Yeah. All right.
It would be kind of cool if, like, granted, I understand why this is not a thing in Pokemon, but it would be kind of cool if they had like special combo moves where it's like, oh, if you did this move and then you did this, it moves more power. Actually, the pledges do that.
Shit. No. Oh, it's on the
Like, if you use a pledge immediately after another pledge, it's more powerful.
Okay.
But it'd be kind of cool if there was more moves like that. It's like, oh yeah, if you use Dust after Fire Spin, it takes more damage.
Alright.
You know?
Next it would be Echo with Cody on deck. Unless you're moving or anything, Sean?
No, Cosmo's in a good spot.
Okay.
Just within the range that it needs to be.
First things first, Echo is going to do a bit of this and a bit of that and all around.
By the way, Neil, even though it is making the fight slightly harder, I am happy that they actually gave something good to the ability that you're using. Instead of making it just entirely awful.
Okay, so,
That has ended though, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, technically.
But I just mean, like,
Robert doesn't.
Other than Truant, like, that ability is, like, the worst ability in the game, so it's nice that they at least gave it something.
I'm going to Will-O-Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp? Ooh.
Will-O-Wisp.
Okay.
Oh,
So now he's burned.
that's nice.
Oh, you have to still roll to hit. 11.
Yes.
So.
He's still
2.
burned.
Yeah. So he's now burned. Damn. Alright, one sec.
And I forgot, does the burn tick at the end of the turn? What is that? Because, like, the fire spin ticks at the beginning, but I think burn ticks at the end.
Let me check for you. Is it a volatile or a status?
I think it's a status.
Status.
Okay, so burn lowers, is lowered by 2 combat stages.
What is it?
Defense stat.
Defense?
Defense.
Okay.
For the duration of their burn, if a burn target takes a standard action or is prevented from taking a standard action by effect, such as sleep, flinch, or paralysis, they lose a tick of hit points at end of that turn.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like Curse, but not as damaging. But it also is kind of funny that it specifies if it was flinched, because Curse didn't. So
Yeah, Curse is you must take a standard action or you take 2 ticks of hit points.
yeah. But it's kind of cool that Fire's like, well, if it was flinched, it still takes the haha. Joke's on you.
Yep, and I am
Well, it's
going
Curse,
to
like,
move back a bit, right around there.
Okay.
That's my go.
Sounds good. It goes to
I just think
Cody.
it's funny that if it takes a standard action, it takes 3 ticks of damage.
Well, no, I thought the
that's-
vortex happens anyway, doesn't it?
No, if it takes a standard action, it takes 2 curse ticks and the burn tick.
What do you mean 2 curse ticks?
Because curse does 2 ticks of damage if it takes a standard action.
Oh. Okay.
And burn does standard action.
I thought
Yeah,
your
if,
vortex
if
did a tick of damage.
The burn is if you take a standard action or prevent it from taking any actions.
Right.
Regardless, they will take a tick at end of the round.
Right. What about
Curse,
Sean's
whenever-
vortex? Because I know
Oh,
now.
yeah, that also
it's
does a tick of
beginning
damage.
of the turn.
Right. Okay. So I took the 17. I took that from the vortex. I didn't get an action because he was flinched, so I didn't get the 2 ticks.
Yeah.
And now you're burning me. So,
No,
okay.
I'm just saying it's next turn.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I was.
Total of 4 ticks of
Yeah.
damage.
I just wanted to make sure I did my HP stuff right. So.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of ticks going on. It's not.
It's just
looking too good.
next turn. It's going to be very
Okay.
rough.
Cody is going to burn him or fire again. Ember. He's just going like. He's just shooting fire.
Add
everywhere.
more fire to the flames.
All right, come on. Ah, doesn't burn, but oh, well, his eyes already burned anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
say
a
it doesn't matter.
17. Okay, so
I mean, he reapplies it if it's like that, but
21.
I mean, we are literally burning this puppet like kindling at this point.
And it's being cursed by a ghost type, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's assumingly not grass type because it looks like a spider, but like, yeah, we're basically just like burning this thing to the
Oh, I need to go to my one guy.
What
Yeah.
is Obsidian's?
Oh, and he loses that, so...
Man, I just realized if someone was like an Aura Guardian that was also an underdog, not underdog, enduring soul, and also a
Yeah.
Hex Maniac, Curse would be so powerful.
Ooh.
Because you'd basically give yourself an injury, and enduring soul would mean that that wouldn't actually matter that much.
Yeah.
And then you'd have more powered up moves because you're injured. It's like, holy crap.
Alright, after Cody, it is
That
Obsidian
combo is ridiculous.
with Adelphin on deck.
Obsidian is going to, move. Wait. He's going to move right in
I have
front
thought
of
about this about
Echo, because, Golette is meant to be the bodyguard
Mm-hmm.
of Echo. And, once again, he's going to Shadow Punch.
Okay, and this
Robert's
time you
a pretty
actually
good
can use
bodyguard.
it, yeah.
Yeah, it's every other turn. I mud
Yep.
slapped of last turn.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
Alhawk,
he can,
thanks for the raid.
Oh, shit.
How you guys doing? How's your stream?
Oh, shit.
We're just about to
you're
finish up
playing.
some Pokemon, but yeah, what were you playing? We're just finishing up, we're gonna be stopping the tabletop soon, but we're gonna continue just for a little bit, so until we finish this, so yeah. So, get comfy, welcome in.
Shadow Punch, cannot
Yeah, no problem.
miss. So...
Okay. But roll to see if
So
you crit
go
anyway.
roll it.
Crit.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm not
so
gonna
yeah.
crit.
If you
Unlike
roll in that
last
one though,
time.
if you roll in that one though on them, then it would miss. That's the ruling I did on those for those. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, so
1 or a 20 is
Yeah.
the only effect.
so do your
Yeah,
damage.
This is going to hurt a lot.
Editing Greyhawk.
Oh.
Wiki. Oh, nice. Ooh, 35. Ooh, and how that was physical?
Yep, physical, and remember his defense is lowered
Yep,
by 2.
I already put
combat
that in.
stages.
I put that in the stage, so it's doing it for me. So minus.
Oh yeah, you have the Google Doc, don't you?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah. And this thing has so many effects applied to it at this
That was
point.
dark
like-
type.
No, it was Ghost type.
You said sucker punch?
Yeah, Shadow Punch Ghost.
Oh, Shadow Punch.
Shadow Punch. Yeah,
I
Shadow
thought you were
Punch.
using sucker punch. Sorry. Shadow
Oh
punch.
no,
Okay.
I wish I was using Sucker Punch.
I mean, same thing, but not the same thing.
Yeah,
but it's...
Sucker Punch Robert. That'd be great.
Okay, so
You would appreciate that, actually.
Actually, let me double. Okay, so sorry, 35.
Oh wait, no. Once again, that doesn't actually help with that.
Let's Colette pick up Sucker Punch somewhere down the line.
Okay.
I feel like he could learn it by tutor or TM if he can't learn it naturally.
Okay, so
Sounds like something like go out.
as you hit him with this ghost punch, wait, is it ghost punch or ghost? What was it called?
Shadow Punch.
Shadow
yeah,
Punch,
Shadow
okay.
Punch. It's
Yeah,
It's-
I
it
was
is
like
the
ghost
ghost element.
punch. Yeah, true. Okay, yeah. So as you hit him with this shadow and punch him on, where would you like to hit him? By the way.
Like straight right in the chest.
Okay, so you kind of from below, this shadow comes out from below in the ground and punches straight up into his chest. It knocks him asunder as more, once again, the spider form crumbles away and all of his parts fall apart.
But does it reform?
as you notice that, so it fell, it hit 0 HP, so all the effects that were on him disappear, and yes, as he's starting, his parts start to shake. It's almost like he's shaking off the effects, and he's no longer burned, confused, or cursed.
And I'm guessing Vortex also goes away at that point too.
Yeah, it would shove the vortex away as his parts get flown about, as vortex can no longer pinpoint a singular thing. So,
Yeah.
so he gets this. So
Yeah,
This
he
thing
doesn't get sucker
die.
punched. Yeah, he
Okay,
doesn't
and-
get sucker punched.
He
Really?
doesn't?
Not even.
Yeah.
Not even by tutor.
Not by tutor.
oh, okay.
Actually, wait, hold up. Let me check tutor because I've not checked that.
Yeah. 'cause
No,
if
he
it-
doesn't
it
get.
can-
Yeah, he doesn't get thunder. He doesn't get sucker punch, but he has fire punch, ice punch, and thunder punch.
All right.
Yeah, I thought that he got like all of the punches
So.
from him. Yeah.
With the collapse of his body, and his parts start to shake again, and they start almost puzzle piecing back together. Once again, he looks like a the pieces start to form a body, but this time the pieces almost look like one long thing, and his and the spear that he was holding on to kind of flows in and goes and inserts into his mouth. And now you see what looks to be like a wormish pig. And we're going to leave that for next week. As we continue the last part of the fight next week.
God
my
damn,
gosh.
this poor dude got absolutely bullied to no end.
Oh my god. I'm so glad we're having this fight, guys. Thank you for deciding
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, actually,
And
thanks
I
to
will
Johnny
say-
deciding to do this, but thanks to you for deciding to go fight him. So, because you guys could have ran.
Well, also,
so.
I have to give you a full, like, heartfelt congratulations because making a boss fight that is just one thing in PTU is really hard to do properly. And so far, it's actually going pretty well because of the
Okay.
multi-stage thing. Because, like,
Yeah.
because the thing with Pokemon is there are so many things to attack one creature that
Mhm.
like making a boss fight be just one thing is really hard to balance. So
Yeah. Especially with,
yeah,
and that's
so-
why I'm glad you're fighting this too, because it's like one, he could single out someone, but he's been trying to split the damage between whoever's doing the most damage, and now Adolphin has crit him twice. So I actually like wanted to go after him, but because of that crit, he got flinched, so I couldn't do it. And now he's in this going to new forms. So now he's back to being like slow and stuff again. It's like, dang it, but it's still really fun because it's you guys being able to get that off before I can power back up. So it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I
And
was like,
also-
I was stacking like curse and burn. I was like, yeah, I'm not having this today.
And also, I
Oh.
feel like Neil, if you
Yeah.
do have more boss fights like this in the future, now you know that you can really make these things freaking tough.
Yeah, I
because
think
they're
I
at
could
such
even
a
make.
disadvantage.
I think I could make. I mean, obviously the fights would take a long time because this fight itself has gone, including next week or the next time we're able to play. It will essentially be a 3-turn fight, unless not 3-turn, a 3-session fight.
Yeah,
kind of
3
thing.
session fight. Yeah.
Unless you guys get like a lot stronger in the future, because I know you guys are gonna be them, but these guys don't scale. These are essentially like, this is a character, or this is a boss that I've made to be hard. Like, you're not supposed to fight him early levels, and yet you are.
And even then, you could have made him harder.
Yeah, I think I
Like,
might.
because it is basically.
Oh, not him. But if you ever fight any more like this guy in the future, I might make them a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because these
I
guys
think
are.
it's more like
He's
7v1
supposed to be like
enemies,
really
so.
tough. Yeah. Yeah.
But
And it is me also
it's
like
still,
controlling
it's
a
like
bunch
it's
of
a
kids,
7v1. Like it's
Yeah.
a fully circle. So,
Yeah,
it's
he especially when you got players out with stack effects as
Yeah,
well.
you halved his
Yeah.
speed. You halved it, or his speed was halved. You halved his speed again. You burned him. You cursed him, and he's confused.
Yeah.
And I got
Although
another
he's got an ability that
hypersonic.
can help
I
with
got
the
like
things,
another hypersonic ready to go too. So
Nice.
And also, like, Neil, if you remember, like, any of the boss fights that I had you do,
Yeah.
they always had other things accompanying them because I was too afraid to do, like, a one singular thing by itself. So, yeah, you've done pretty darn well, even though we're bodying it. Like, it's hard to balance.
Yeah. I'm glad. That's fun. Any
Yeah.
favorable moments for you guys?
crits.
Echo's hero.
All the
moment.
crits. Oh,
that
the
too,
hero
yeah.
moment where Echo just shot him with the beam from the
Oh,
ship,
like,
I just
Railgun,
think that's so cinematic,
round?
the railgun round,
just a ship flying around, a beam coming down, and then Echo jumping off the ship. Being
and
like,
the gullet
"Ah,
coming
here."
just like thud, crash.
I feel like
was
the
fun.
Golem did like an Iron Man kind of like crash to the
He
ground.
just fell on his butt instead of landing a superhero landing. He just sat on the ground. Just
Man, I
Very
was
fun.
of course I'm going to like because I got defensive crawl and rollout
Yeah.
combo. So if I get really pushed, I would have just pulled that shit out.
Nice.
So I'm kind of curious because
Because
like if Pack 2 forms weaknesses made sense, so or typing made sense, but like Robert's gonna have maybe more trouble figuring out what the snake might be. Like he's probably gonna maybe initially think poison
Yeah.
without making a roll. This is definitely gonna make a roll. But but a spider, it's like, yeah, Robert doesn't even need a roll on that. It's a spider. It's a bug. Like that didn't really require a roll. But
Yeah.
this one, it's like, ooh, could be a little more difficult. Hell,
yeah, so
the
like
snake is like hard.
oh man,
Yeah.
I absolutely man. That Shadow Punch is no joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Especially when you got Iron Fist on the field. It's not fun.
yeah. An Iron Fist Shadow Punch is probably one of the strongest early game attacks, even in regular Pokemon. It's
it's-
so powerful.
Yeah, it's literally a 3d10 plus 10 plus whatever modifier I have, and he's a physical attacker, so he's gonna fuck some shit up.
Nice.
Solar was in like tier or jet box.
And I cannot wait until I level up the Nakata all the way to 20 so that I get Ninjask.
Yeah.
Not Ninjask, the other one. Is it Ninjask?
Yeah, Ninjask turns into
Shedinja and
it's,
Ninjask.
it's Ninkata turns into Ninjask / Shedinja.
Yep.
Shed Ninja. Yeah,
But
yeah,
you need to have one.
As
slot
long as you have
open
an
on your
open
team.
spot, yeah, you have to have an open slot.
I have an open slot ready to go,
Nice.
and I'll give Ninjask to anyone that needs it.
Okay.
Also fun,
Nice.
but also annoying fact that Shedinja. If you have like Great Balls and Ultra Balls in Pokemon, don't get Shedinja.
Yeah, if it's Shed Ninja, it's going to be a
Pokeball.
shiny because, yeah, it's going to be a dragon ghost, which that's like.
Yeah.
Actually,
And
I
it
don't.
gets
Sean, in the games, if you have a shiny Ninkata and it evolves into a Ninjask, would it the split off be a shiny too, or does it not?
I think they both become kind. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to look that
but,
up
like,
and
I
see.
found
But
out
if it
the hard way,
doesn't,
though.
then I'll use one of my shinies to make it a shiny anyway. So.
But yeah, but I found out the hard way that if you don't have a Pokeball and you only have like special balls like Ultra Balls and Great Balls, you don't get a Shedinja out of it. Like, it specifically has to be a Pokeball.
Oh
So
damn.
if you don't have Pokeballs by the time you
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
Ninjask, you don't get it.
I looked it up I looked it up, and yes, whenever Nakata is a shiny and you evolve it, both Ninjask and Shed Ninja are shiny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I kind of figured.
Just was making sure. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. We will be back with more Pokemon Tabletop next week. To finish off this fight. Maybe we can get everyone here. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll deal with what we got
see.
anyway. We will be back tomorrow on Games and Tea for more Scarlet Guard. We had just finished a fight with a bunch of assassins, and we have to decide what we're going to be doing next. And we're going to be introduced to River's new character, I believe, tomorrow also.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because River's new character is pretty cool. So
Yeah.
don't miss it.
Don't miss
Yeah,
it.
it's
over on-
reborn old. That's a pirate.
Let me just give him a shout out quick. Shout out. Games and Tea. I think that worked. Yeah. So you can go find Games and Tea. Give them a follow if you want to see us play some D&D tomorrow. It'll be at 11 o'clock CST our time for my channel. If you're from England, it's going to be at, I think, 6 p.m. Eastern Europe? Central Europe? I don't remember what the thing is, but 6 o'clock, whatever that one is. It'll be whatever time Schoolia's time is. Because I think it's around, if his is Netherlands time also, it would be that one. Anyway, I was to look to see if there was anyone we could raid, and I didn't really see anyone that I knew. So we're just gonna go and we're just gonna go out on a limb or on that. So thank you guys so much for hanging out once again. It's always appreciated to come and see these games. The next time I will be live is actually not this time Friday because I have to work Friday. So I think it's gonna be next week Sunday. I'll be live with some more Suikoden, I think. Yeah, because me and my sister are going to be streaming off and on. We streamed last Sunday some Zack and Wiki. And she had some fun with that, and she enjoyed the streaming. So the next time she has a Sunday off and wants to come over, we'll be doing that. But yeah, until then, I will be doing mine on with some more Suikoden. So, but thank you guys so much for joining. This has been Roll for Immersion, and we roll the immersion to you. See ya! Bye, everyone!